Hey, welcome everybody. This is CP Cards and Dice, and we are back with another broadcast of our 1979 Mets replay. We're playing game 128. We're about 10 games off the Mets' actual record. And in this game, we're going to see Eddie Solomon going for the Braves. It's the Braves at Shea Stadium, Flushing, Queens, New York. We haven't played payoff pitch for about 2 weeks. We've been traveling, went to Shea Stadium, saw 5 games, saw the Subway Series between the Mets and the Yankees, and then I saw Bryce Harper at Shea Stadium. So I've been doing that. Haven't really played any games, and we're back to our replay, and we're going to be looking at some of these stats today. And I just wanted to get started and show you a little bit of how I go back. I don't remember a lot of it, so I go back through. I bought a set of these 1980 cards, Mets cards, and Kevin Coble, he's a pitcher for the Mets, and this is what he looked like. Got kind of reddish hair there. From what I can see, he's got a little bit of a beard. And Lee Mazzilli in '79 went to the All-Star game. He's wearing glasses in this picture. He's got the old-style wristbands. '79 batted .303. In our replay, what's he doing in our replay? Let's see. Let's take a quick look. We're using a 10-inch iPad. Actually, it's I think 9.7, I believe. And we're using the free app iScore. Let me take a quick look at Mazzilli and see what he's batting. If you tap on his name, it'll come up. There he is, batting .333 in our replay, and he's been there about the whole season, pretty much. He's got 13 home runs. In actuality, he hit 15 home runs. Had 79 RBIs. In our replay, he has 55 RBIs. So, he's pretty much close to where he was. Played in the All-Star game, had a hit at least. And that's about it. Now, I also wrap up or use card sleeves to protect the payoff pitch cards, which are really top quality. And I use these Ultra Pros 2 5/8 by 3 5/8. And as I go, I add players. If there's a new pitcher, I'll add him. I won't card every single person, especially in the teams that I play, because I may not use them. And if I do, I may just use them for pinch hitting, so I won't be handling them very much. So I won't card every single player. I think every single player on the Mets, because I use them a lot, they are all protected. But the teams that the Mets play, they are not protected. I don't have them sleeved up. So that's about it. Just wanted to go over that, and we're about to start. It's going to be Jerry Royster. He's a right-handed batter. Batted, I'd say 272, but against a lefty, batted 269. And we're going to use fast action cards. See what happens. It's going to be a wheelhouse pitch. Let's see what Royster can do with this. Against lefties, he's 1-4 as a home run, and we roll a 67. That's going to be out of range, hit range. It's going to be a ground ball. He chops it to the second baseman, Flynn, for the first down. Gary Matthews bats second, and that ball is swung on and put into play. That's a ground ball to the shortstop, Frankie Taveras, who fires to first, gets Gary Matthews. Batting third is going to be Dale Murphy. The cleanup batter is Jeff Burrows in left field. Barry Bonnell is batting fifth in center. Pepper Frias, shortstop. Batting sixth, batting seventh is Bruce Benedict, the catcher. Batting eighth is Darrell Chaney, the third baseman, and Eddie Solomon, batting ninth, the pitcher. Here's the pitch to Dale Murphy. Murphy batted .360 versus lefties. And that's going to be in play. And that's popped up to the right side. Kranepool going back, Dan Norman coming in, and Kranepool calls off Norman and makes the catch. And that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down for Kevin Coble. It's Eddie Solomon on the mound for the Braves. And the Mets lineup, it's going to be Frankie Taveras leading it off. John Stearns at catcher, batting second. Lee Mazzilli in center field, batting third. Richie Hebner, cleanup, at third base. Ed Kranepool batting fifth at first base. Joel Youngblood, left fielder, batting sixth. Batting seventh is Dan Norman, the right fielder. Batting eighth is Doug Flynn at second base and Kevin Coble. The pitcher batting ninth. And that's a patient for Frankie Taveras against righty Eddie Solomon. And that's going to be a ground ball and through to center field for a base hit. Frankie Taveras is a threat to steal. Let's take a quick peek at the arm, the throwing arm of Bruce Benedict. And it's a 4. And from memory, I don't think that's very good. So it'll be easier to steal. Yeah, not very good. So lower is better for the catchers. Alright, so Frankie Taveras is going to go. We're going to check and see if he gets a jump. And actually we have to roll for that. And we roll a 10. Or we pull a 10. And he needed a 6 or less, so he does not get the jump. He's on at first. John Stearns. It's a tough pitch. See what Stearns can do with it. A tough 34. And that's going to be a line drive into left. Runner advances 1 base. So stopping at second on the Stearns single is Taveras. First and second, nobody out. Lee Mazzilli, the batter. I'd like to move these guys over. Lee Mazzilli's an F bunter though. So I'm not going to bunt with him. And this is going to be in play. In play 78. Be a fly ball lifted to shallow center. In comes Bonnell and he gets there for out number 1. Richie Hebner, let's take a look at what he's batting. Hebner is batting .239 on the season. In reality, he batted 30, 60. He batted about .260. So he's about 20 points off. He hit, let's see how many home runs. He's got 7 in the replay. In actuality, he hit 10. So again, he's right about there. So Richie Hebner, here's the pitch from Eddie Solomon. Solomon was 7-14 with a 4.21 ERA and 30 games started. And that's going to be a tough pitch. See what Hebner can do with it. A tough 54. And that's going to be a fly ball to left field. Jeff Burrows waits for, makes the catch. Both runners back their respective bases, and now up comes the lefty hitting Eddie Kranepool. And that's going to be a defense check, a defense 69, and that is going to be an out. We're going to see what kind of an out it is. It's going to be a center field out. It's going to be a line drive to center. And Barry Bonnell is there, and that's going to retire the side. So the Mets get 2 runners on, but fail to capitalize. And after 1, no score. Kevin Coble was 6-8 with a 3.51 ERA in 27 games started. Here's the pitch to Jeff Burrows, the cleanup batter for the Braves, and that's going to be a ball that's in play. And that's going to be ground ball to Taveras up the middle, and Taveras gets there, throws on the run, and gets Burrows 6-3. Barry Bonnell in play, and that's going to be ground ball to third. Richie Hebner fires the first and gets Bonnell 2 away. Pepper Frias, patient 93. Be a fly ball left center field, and right there is the left fielder Youngblood for out number 3. So the bottom half of the second inning, no score. Eddie Solomon against Joel Youngblood. Youngblood, 275 batter. Let's see what he's doing in our replay. Oh, no, we're not going to go there. We're going to go here. They'll show you what he's batting. 275. He's batting 243 in our replay. So here's the pitch to Youngblood. That's a ballpark 78. That's going to be in play 31, and that's right outside of hit range, and it's going to be lined and caught by the shortstop Frias. Line drive to Frias, timed it perfectly. 1 away. Danny Norman, 6, tough 76, and that's a strikeout. Norman down swinging, and it's Doug Flynn in play 10, and that's going to be lined and base hit for Flynn. Flynn is on with a single. See if he goes. Needs a 2, and we didn't get it. The pitcher, Coble, is a 9, and that's going to be in play 52, and that's a fly ball to right field for the third out. After 2, no score. Kevin Coble faced the bottom half of the Braves order. Benedict, Cheney, and Solomon. That's a defensive check in 85. That's going to be an out to the third baseman. That's lined and caught by Richie Hebner. 1 away. Darrell Cheney. Cheney batted not very well. Batted about 100 what is that? About 100 at bat. No, 110 at bats. It's going to be in play 61. And that's a ground ball, second base, Flynn to his left. Goes to first, that's 2 outs. And now the pitcher, who's also a 9, Eddie Solomon. That's ballpark 36 against a left-handed batter. Solomon is a right-handed batter. That's going to be in play 73. That's not going to do it. That's going to be a fly ball, deep center field. Back goes Mazzilli, but he makes it look easy. After 2.5, no score. We're moving and grooving here now. Frankie Taveras. That's a tough pitch. See what Frankie can do with it. Not very much. It's a ground ball to second. Jerry Royster throws out Taveras. John Stearns was 1 for 1 in play 30. And that's going to be popped up behind the plate. Benedict throws his mask away and makes the catch. 2 down. Lee Mazzilli goes 0 for 1. He flied out his first at bat. Puts the ball in play 31, and that's a base hit into left field. So Mazzilli's got a hit. He's on at first, and he's going to try to see if he gets that lead. It's a 5. He may have a lead. Let's look and see. He's a 5, so he does get it. He's a C. A C4 is going to be a very good chance for the steal. There goes Mazzilli, and he's very good, so he is safe. Had he been just normal, would have been out. The stolen base from Mazzilli. He's on at second base now. Here's the pitch to Richie Hebner. in play. In play 19. This may score a run. Let's see what happens. Runner on second. Comes around a score on the Richie Hebner single. So the Mets are up 1-0 here in the bottom of the third. Hebner's on at first. You need a 2 to steal. If you don't get it, it's a 4. Eddie Kranepool, that's in play, 66. And that's a ground ball to short. Frias flips to the second baseman, Royster, 6-4. And that retires the side. But the Mets pick up a run, go to the top of the fourth. It's 1-0 Mets. And after 3 innings of play, it's time to shuffle. Gonna shuffle our cards a little bit. Just there we go. We're ready to roll now. Here goes. It's a tough pitch by Coble to Royster, 82, and that's a ground ball again to Taveras at short. Throws out Royster. Gary Matthews is 0 for 1. That's Patient. Patient 56 won't do it. It's a fly ball right field down the line. Into the corner is Norman. He makes the catch. 2 away. And it's Dale Murphy. That's going to be Patient 69. And that's a ground ball to second. Flynn, 4-3. Kranepool scoops it. That retires the side. We go to the bottom half of the fourth. It's 1-0 Mets. Pretty good ball game. 9. Tough. A tough 13. That's a strikeout. Youngblood goes down swing. Another tough pitch. 47. That's a strikeout. Dan Norman swings through a fastball. And it's Doug Flynn who's 1 for 1. That's ballpark 05. That's going to take us to Wheelhouse. It's Wheelhouse time versus a righty. 1-5 is a home run, and we roll a 57. And that's an out. Deep fly to right field. Back goes Matthews. Makes the catch. 3 up, 3 down. Jeff Burrows is coming up for the Braves. Pitch from Coble, and that's in play, 0-4. And that's going to be a ball that's driven into the gap around first. Is Burrows into second base with a stand-up double, leading off the top of the fifth. Barry Bonnell next. That's in play, 45. And that's popped up left side. And that's Taveras calling for it. Makes the catch. 1 away. Pepper Frias. Patient 53. And that's going to be a hard grounder into left field. And Burrows is going to stop at third. So first and third now. And we're going to see if Frias gets the lead. He needs a 3. We got a 4, so he does not get the lead. So Bruce Benedict first and third. Mets are going to bring the infield in on this. 12, that's a Wheelhouse. Wheelhouse 63. And at 63 is a ground ball second base. We're going to have to look and see here. Base is not loaded. Pull a card. We have a 5. Batter out. Runners hold. So we said it was a 63, and that was a grounded to second base. Infield was playing in 4-3. Everybody holds, held up. You know what? Yeah. Runner advances to second. All right. So Darrell Chaney now with second and third. Darrell Chaney did not bat very well, so we're not very worried. We're not going to walk him to get to the pitcher, but that's 10. Patient. A patient 0-2. That's going to be a base on balls. So we do walk. We do walk Darrell Chain. That brings up Eddie Solomon. Here's the pitch to Eddie Solomon. It's wheelhouse, 74. And that's going to be fly ball, shallow center. In comes Mazzilli. Makes a fine running catch, and that retires the side. The Braves leave the bases loaded, and they still are behind in this game, 1-0. Leading it off is going to be Kevin Goebel against Eddie Solomon, and that's in play 38. It's a ground ball to Murphy. Flips to the pitcher covering. One away. Taveras, tough pitch, 0-7, strikes out. And John Stearns was 1 for 2. He singled and flied out. Patient, 48. That's going to be a line drive base hit to left field. So Stearns has his second hit of the game. And next is Lee Mazzilli. John Stearns is going to try to go. He does not. It's a 4. Patient to Mazzilli, 92. And that's going to be a ground ball hit at the shortstop. Frias across the diamond. Throws out Mazzilli, and that retires the side. That's leave 1, score none. Go to the top of the 6th. Pitcher's duel here. It's a patient 79. That's a fly to center. Mazzilli, he's right there. Royster makes the first out. Gary Matthews is next. In play 25, and that's a line drive base hit to left. Matthews is on at first. He may steal a 6. Nope, won't do it. He needed a 4 to get the lead, the jump and go. 9 in play to Murphy, 75, and that's gonna be a fly to center field line drive, but Mazzilli is right there. And Jeff Burrows. Ballpark. Uh-oh, that's trouble. And that's 44. Oh, popped up. Just got under it. And Taveras calls for it, makes the catch. So Burrows failed to capitalize on that wheelhouse pitch. Popped it up. Richie Hebner, bottom of the 6th. Ballpark. 27, that's going to be against a righty, 1-22, and that's a 20. That's a deep drive to right field. Back goes Matthews to the track, to the wall. It's out of here. Richie Hebner connects, and Eddie Solomon wishes he had that pitch back, and that is going to be Hebner's 8th home run of the season. Richie Hebner gives the Mets a 2-0 lead. Eddie Solomon now in play to Eddie Kranepool. In play 43, and that's a pop-up to the left side. Frias makes the catch, 1 away. Joel Youngblood's 0 for 2. That's a ball that's in play 90. And that's a grounded short. Frias across the diamond. Throws out Youngblood. Now it's Dan Norman who's 0 for 2. That's in play, 0-5, and that's going to be a ground ball and through into left for a base hit. So Norman's got a single. Let's see if Norman goes. 7, nope. Excuse me, ballpark to Flynn, 50 is in play, 76, that's going to be an out. Fly ball, pop fly to center. That retires the side. We go to the top of the 7th, and it's that time again, that shuffling time. Using fast action cards, as you can see, it moves way faster than if I roll dice. Plus, I know exactly where to look, whereas with dice, you got to kind of follow them everywhere. Here, I know exactly where to look when I pull the cards, so it's easier for me to do. It's much faster for me to do. And it's random enough for me to have fun doing this. I don't need very much to have fun doing this, so. 6. Let's see. And that's going to be in play 43. And that's going to be popped up again to Taveras. He makes the catch. Fiery Bonnell is out. Pepper Frias, the next batter. Frias is 1 for 2. That's Patient 61. And that's a ground ball to second. Flynn to Kranepool, 2 away. Benedict, Patient 68. And that's lined and caught by the second baseman, Doug Flynn. And that retires the side. We go to the bottom of the 7th. It's 2-0 Mets. Eddie Solomon on the mound for the Braves. Koval in play 60. And that's a ground ball, second base, 4-3. 1 down. Frank Taveras is 1 for 3. Patient 36. And that's going to be line base hit center field. So Frank Taveras, who's a threat to steal, is on. We're going to check to see. He needs a 6. We roll an 8. We don't get it. So he won't be going. John Stearns now batting. That's an 8. That's in play 35. In play 35. That's going to be an out. That's going to be a ground ball back to the pitcher. Now this may be a double play. Let's see if Eddie Solomon can turn it. He's a 7 and a 9. See what we get. We got a 7, so that's going to be a 1-6-3 double play. Ground ball back to the pitcher. He turns, fires to the shortstop and to first base for the 1-6-3 double play. And that's all she wrote for the Mets. We go to the top of the 8th. Got both pitchers pitching away. Complete game so far. Cheney, we're going to have to get a pinch hitter though here, so it's going to slow the game down a little bit, just a tad. In play, 82, and that's going to be a ground ball to short. Taveras fires the first, gets Cheney. Now the pitcher's up, so how are we going to do this? There's multiple ways to do this. Let me go quickly over and see who's... I like to usually look at the box score and see who actually pitched and who pinch hit, because it makes it easier for me to make these decisions. So I'm going to try to do that as fast as I can here. I got an old school laptop. Looks like about a 17-inch screen to my left, but this is 10 years old. I have a newer one that I have to bring in, and I also have it on my right, just for this reason. Let's see if it'll let me get in there real quick, otherwise I'm going to have to just improvise. It came up, that was pretty quick. Okay, 1979 Mets schedule. Sorry for the delay, guys. Just pulling up this schedule, and my I left this computer on for like 2 weeks, and when I came back, I have to restart it. It's not responding very well to me. 1979 Mets schedule. This is game 128. I'm going to use Baseball Almanac and scroll down to game 128 real quick. 128 versus Braves, the first game versus the Braves. Mets actually lose this game. They're on a 10-game losing streak, by the way. And in this game, Roland Office and Eddie Solomon actually goes the distance. Eddie Solomon goes the distance in this game, so we're going to go to the next game. We're going to go to the next game and see who pinch hit so we know that they were on the roster. In the next game, yeah, a little bit better. We get a couple, we get Garber and Bonnell. Okay. Alright. So, Office is going to pinch hit. Oh, well, he's a lefty. We don't want him to pinch hit. And Bonnell is playing already. So one more game. Garber, Bradford, and McLaughlin. We got to bring in Gene Garber, Bradford. So game 130. See what happens here. Not much changes. Okay. Bradford is going to come in to pitch, and to pinch hit, we're going to bring in Nolan. I think Nolan's also a lefty. Well, we're going to have to bring in a lefty because I don't know that we have anybody else here. It's not clear to me. So be it. We'll bring in the lefty to pinch hit, Roland Office versus Kevin Coble for the pitcher Solomon. There he is. All right, that was easy enough. Here's the pitch. It's a 3. It's a tough pitch, 89. And that's going to be lined and caught by the second baseman, Flynn. That's out number 2. Royster now in play 83. That's a ground ball to Taveras. To his left, scoops it, throws on the run, and that retires the side. That was pretty easy. So we're going to have a new pitcher for the Braves. It's going to be Larry Bradford. We're going to pencil him in quickly. Bradford. See if we can find him. Oh, we don't have him anywhere here, so that means we have to write him in. We do not have Bradford. I'll show you how to do that. Solomon's out. We're going to add a sub. Larry Bradford. It's a lefty. That's lefty. Throws lefty. Alright. And now we're going to click on him. And he's pitching. He's pitching against Lee Mazzilli, who's 1 for 3 on the day. That's a 4 defense. A 99, that's going to be an out. Defense, that's going to be a defensive rare play. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Defensive rare play. Let's see where we can find that. Okay, not too many. There's 3 short little charts here. So it's not like I have to look through a lot of stuff. So, all right, defensive rare play. We're going to pull a card, get a number, an 8. It says fielder with range A or B makes highlight catch. So let's see. Let's pull a card and see. Third baseman, he is not A or B. So C to F, which I think he is, it's going to be a single off Hebner's glove. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm wrong. Cheney. Let's see what Cheney is. Forgot who was. Cheney is a third base. He's a B, so he does make a great catch. Makes a diving catch of a line drive for out number 1. Darrell Cheney, B, third baseman. All right, in play, 69. It's a ground ball to short, Pepe Frias over to first, 2 away, and Eddie Kranepool, 6. In play, 71. Line drive caught by the shortstop, Frias, and that retires the side. So Coble's going for a complete game here. Gary Matthews. Coble had only 1 complete game, so you know what? I'm going to not let him go for the complete game. And I'm going to bring in bring in, let's see. I'm going to bring in Glenn. Ed Glenn is going to come in. He's a lefty. So let me bring in Glenn. Let me see where the Mets are. And we'll take a look at what Glenn looked like. So he's going to come in because Cole only had one complete game, so he wasn't a guy who completed a lot of games. So I'm not going to kind of remain faithful to the way things were in '79. Ed Glenn. Let's see if I could track him down. Ed Glenn. What did I do with him? I must have left him in another pile with another team. That happens to me quite often. So I'm going to have to, what am I going to do here? I'm just going to pull a different guy. Murray also pitched in this game, so I'm going to bring in Murray. I should have Murray here, hopefully. Let's see. Otherwise I have to go to the last team I played, and that's where I usually find my missing players. I may have put Murray in there too. I don't see Murray either. There he is. Okay, Dale Murray. Dale Murray's coming in. And then we'll find out after the game who's who. So Dale Murray's going to come in. He's going to get a save if he can get through this inning. All right, here goes. Gary Matthews, the first batter, who's 1 for 3 on the day. It's in play 99. That's popped up to left side, and that's Hebner right here. Calls for it, makes the catch. Dale Murphy, in play 47. And that's a ground ball to third. Hebner fires to first. Nice play. And Jeff Burrows. The Braves are down to their last out. This is ballpark 85. That's in play 70. And that 70 is going to be lined and caught by Flynn, and that's the ball game. That is the ball game, folks. The Mets win it 2-0. The Braves, no runs, 3 hits, no errors, 4 left on base. The Mets, 2 runs, 9 hits, no errors, and 6 left on base. The winning pitcher for the Mets is going to be Kevin Coble. The save is going to go to Dale Murray. And losing pitcher who pitched very, very well was Eddie Solomon for the Braves. And let's see if we can find Glenn. Oh wait, let me advance. Let me put in the winning pitcher. And the winning pitcher is Coble. Save goes to Murray. And the loss is going to go to Solomon. So I got that down. Now let me get out of here real quick and let me look at the last team. Oh, we played the Reds. Let's see where the Reds are. And that's about it. Well, okay, here are the Reds. So Glenn most likely is in this batch of players. There he is. Tell you. That's how it works. Alright folks, so that's about it. It was a pretty quick game. About 30 minutes. And the Mets win it 2-0. So they actually lost this game in reality. They're, in this part of their record, or in this part of their season, they had a 10-game losing streak. So I won 2 games ago against the Reds, 3 games ago, and I won another one now. So I'm actually doing a little bit better. Oh, look at that! I had 2 in a row actually. 3 in a row. I had 1, 2. The Mets won 3 in a row. How did that happen? Wow. They won 2 against the Astros and 1 against the Reds, and then they lost 2 against the Reds, and then they came back with a victory against the Braves, and now they're going to play the Braves again. Visitors going to be the Braves. Mets at home. And we're going to start setting up the actual lineups. I'm going to pull up the game and so forth. So I'm going to say goodbye to everybody. So this is that was game 128 of our replay, and I'll update you with the record in the next game I broadcast. Take care, guys.